I've just poured off my first sample of a limited release Pacific Ale from a fresh Wort kit created by All In Brewing Co. I was gobsmacked with how easy it was to create a beer that looks as good as this, smells as good as this, and tastes as good as this. Now let's jump into the brew day so I can show you how to make a beer as easy as this. Alright, so let's see what we've got here in this box. Fresh Wort kit, made in Queensland, Australia. It's got 7 instructions listed on the front of the box here. Start with a clean and sanitised fermentation vessel, which we've already got. Decant the fresh Wort kit bladder into the fermenter and aerate the wort. Add 5 litres of sanitary water at room temperature to bring the volume up to 20 litres. Pitch the yeast as per manufacturer's instructions. Add dry hop and special ingredients near or at the end of fermentation. Dry hop for not more than 3 days. Once complete, cold crush if required, then bottle or keg. Drink responsibly and enjoy. So we've already got our fully sanitised pressure fermenter here. I'm going to crack open this box and we'll see what we've got inside the box. Oh wow, this is it. Just this whopping big bladder here. Now the box did come with a little bit more information. Tasting notes, we've got big fruity passion fruit hop aromas. Dry hop suggestion is 100 grams of Galaxy and yeast suggestion is US-05. I think I'll do 100 grams of Citra and 100 grams of Krush, and that'll help me really explore that citrusy tropical bomb that you'd expect to find in a Pacific Ale. Now this bladder is quite heavy, so I thought I'll grab another fermenter here. I'll put this underneath so I can rest my arm on it. Take the cap off. We'll pull this pull tab. Oh, spilled a little bit, that's alright. And just pour that away in there nicely. Right, it smells great. Right, the measurements, we are up just below 16 litres. So I think that's just because I spilled a little bit off to the side when I first pulled that pull tab. So I'm just going to add this 4 litres of water in here now to bring it up to 20. Right, I'm going to grab my pill hydrometer, sanitize that. Drop that in there. Right, so the pill has now read the telemetry and it's confirmed that the gravity reading is 1.046. Okay, so the yeast that we're using with this one is BRY97 from Lallemand. Now, using this one today because I really want that Citra and the Krush to shine through from that big late dry hop that we're going to do. Alright, so sanitize the outside of this packet. Sanitize my scissors. Chop away. And in we go. So we're now at day 4. It's time for the 200 gram dry hop. So first up, we're going to go 100 grams of Krush hops. Now the reason we're using this is because I want a lot of those tropical, fruity, citrusy flavors. So a lot of like the mango, the guava, the stone fruits, and then we'll move on to 100 grams of Citra. So the reason why I'm using the Citra hops is just to bring a lot of those citrusy kind of flavors into this tropical hop bomb, if you will, for the Pacific Ale. I'm assuming that a lot of Galaxy was used during the creation of the Wort, so I'm thinking that this Galaxy, this Citra, and this Krush is going to pair extremely well together. So the 200 grams of dry hops, they're now in the hop bomb. Pull the butterfly valve to drop those hops in, and that just ensures that no oxygen creeps into this beer during the dry hop process. The starting gravity on this Pacific Ale was 1.046 and the final gravity being 1.006. That gave me a total ABV of 5.29%. Just look at that beautiful yellowy straw. colour. It comes across as slightly hazy as well. It has a nice tight white head on top. I'm going to say it actually looks rather fluffy, pillowy, if you will. Visually, it is just an incredibly appealing beer. And here it is. Doesn't that look incredible? Look at that beer from a fresh Wort kit. Alright, so we poured off our first sample. We fermented for a week at 3 psi. That's natural PSI as well, so I set the spunning down to 3 and just let the yeast create its own gases. We did the dry hop on day 4. Final gravity was 1.006. Now we're ready for a review. So the colour there, it's just, that's phenomenal. I'm so surprised with how that come out from a fresh Wort kit. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much. But the colour, like, it just screams Pacific Ale and tropics, doesn't it? I think they've definitely used a little bit of wheat malt in there for some of that really, really nice yellowy haze and appearance. Visually, I just want to drink it. It just looks amazing. Actually, a little bit like a stone and wood kind of colour, if you can see that there. Right, so we'll dive in for the aroma. I'm getting a lot of passion fruits, a lot of tropics. I reckon they definitely used Galaxy during the boil, and possibly the whirlpool at the end. That smells like a beer that you'll get commercially as well, like a lovely craft beer. Words can't explain through the camera how good that beer smells. All right, we'll go for a taste. Wow, there's so much citrus in that. There's a lot of passion fruit flavors as well. Just a lot of juicy, tropical, fruity flavors. That's like a fruit bomb in a glass. Jeez. I can't believe that they just started with a 15-litre bladder. In all honesty, I wasn't expecting a lot. I wasn't expecting it to be better than some of the extract cans that I've brewed before, or even some of the all-grain brews that I've done. But that, honestly, that's value for money. The time that it took me to produce this on a brew day, compared to a standard extract brew, or even an all-grain brew, is incredible. So for that time saving, in addition to cost saving, I'm gobsmacked. I think I'm actually going to brew a whole lot more of these. I think I might try and rattle through a whole lot of them. I might do something like a draft or a lager next, then like a hazy or an XPA if I can find them. But I definitely recommend trying All In Brewing Co.'s limited release Pacific Ale. Cheers guys, and happy brewing. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of this one.